4 in the season, 398 earned run average. Fastball's going to run 87-93 with some big-time sink. The slider has worked well for him along with the changeup. 79-83, a nice variance, about 10 miles an hour off of that fastball.
With a 2-0 count to begin. And Ichiro bounces it to second. And even at second base, you'll see guys, watch Clint Barnes tonight, they won't take their time. They're going to catch it and they're going to throw it. Yeah, now Marquis ahead in the count against a guy who strikes out a lot. There he goes, down on a slider. It's turned into a pleasant evening. This ball line drive to center field deep. Fowler turns his back and it's over his head. Beltre to second. It'll be a 2-out double.
A lot of times what he's accomplished because of the injuries the last couple of years, the lack of the ability to play deep into a season has cost him the notoriety that he has so deserved. Now you see the 0-3 record, 638 earned run average. Fastball will range 93-98. He would like to have this type of command with the fastball. Unfortunately, he's more of a thrower right now. His time to the plate, 1.2 to 1.3. So he's pretty quick to the plate.
Back up the middle. Well done by Dexter Fowler on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So Fowler is aboard. A guy on the mound who's trying to put his feet down. This ball hard on the ground to second, should be 2.
Been around a long time trying to accumulate that time in the big leagues and add to the pension.
Off and start rooting for the Rockies now, guys.
By the way, I've got to ask you, where did you get the helmet?
Going back to runner going, and that's a fair ball. One play for Iannetta, and that's first. Well done by Chris. 2-0 on Jamie Burke, and that's going to get away from Iannetta.
So by pulling him in halfway on your infield, it gives them an opportunity to have a little bit more range. And now you'll back up the middle of it to try to turn 2 and tighten your corners up for a play at the plate possible.
And a play at the plate. That is a great play by Marquis. We always talk, George, about what kind of athlete he is. You just saw it there.
For a barehanded play like this, folks, and on the move, makes a perfect throw to Chris Iannetta. That's why he's got, one of the reasons he's got 8 wins. He's not only can throw it pretty well, folks, pretty good fielder too. Going to catch it on the short hop, and look at that underhand throw into Iannetta. Then the tag here, and again, I know Lopez doesn't have great speed, but yet a tremendous play
of the year. It's interleague play, and he hits a weak ground ball to second, and for some reason Barney went to second base. Whatever works. Stewart last year led baseball left on left. This a line drive base hit for Brad, and the Rockies again have the leadoff man on. Play summer ball in Cape Cod, and that is a fair ball. Hop will go to second.
It's lazy fly ball out.
Not close, and now it gets away from Burke. Jamie Burke just boxed that one. 1-2, and he strikes out Gonzalez. There goes the runner low, and nobody's covering. It's a good thing Burke didn't let fly.
I think right now it's very important early in this game for him to make the pitch that he thinks he can get him out with. He went fastball at 96.
Way outside, ball 4. Jason Marquis will walk to first, and the Rockies have the first run of the night as Brad Hop crosses. Pulled to first, and Branyan is going to get to the bag just ahead of Dexter Fowler. Well, Ichiro's a pretty good baseball player. He steps in first against Jason Marquis, and he bounces it to second again. 1 pitch, 1 out.
We're about 400,000 square feet of warehousing in 24 cities. All over.
When your family first started this, that here's the 0-2, and it's ripped down the line by Beltre. That'll be the double. Adrian had one of those last night. He had one in the first inning, and he's got another one here in the third inning. A 2-out double. That'll bring up Ken Griffey Jr.
These are supplies and things that really
finish your
are not available to to people here in the U.S.
Swung the bat as well as he had been. His hands are so quick to the middle half anyway.
And Todd pulls it down the line. Ichiro goes over and plays it up the line and lobs it back to the infield for Todd Helton. He's now within 14 doubles of 500 in his career.
That's about the 2 holes that he has. Chase to break the ball down in the dirt. Force the throw down.
Well, I'll tell you, Jamie Burke almost airmailed that to Ichiro.
Just has not been able to stay healthy an entire year. And when he did stay healthy, had a very good year.
Strike 3 on Troy. And unfortunately, get out of the way. It's not good news for Taylor Buchholz. Pulled to Stewart. What a play. There's 1. There's 2. Man, it doesn't get better than that. It looked like first and second, nobody out. Instead, 2 down, nobody on.
You see how quick he is with his hands. The crowd likes it. And then Barmas at second base on the exchange. Jim Tracy talked about his arm strength and foot speed as a second baseman and the ability to turn these.
Rockies would have because of the errors with the pitching staff. This toward the hole. Stewart's got this one. A little more time because Burke's running. And he throws him out. Limits Brandon Morrow to around that 60 pitch limit. He goes 64 pitches. So this is Chris Jakubowskis. And the first pitch is gloved by Beltre. And a 4-pitch walk from Jakubowskis to Chris Iannetta. And straight up in the air, and that won't work. Chris Sabo managed him at the time, the former big leaguer with the Reds. This ball is pulled in the hole, a base hit. Iannetta will stop at second.
Well, who's the other guy right now trying it? I need to check on him.
This ball a bullet to center field by Barmas, but it is right at Franklin Gutierrez.
A lot of times guys just kind of give that old sweep tag touch, and Stewart's going to get another opportunity to complete it. Bob Apodaca, the pitching coach, would tell him, hey, the guy swings the bat a little bit. He was an everyday player in college. Nobody knows at this level how good he is, but he's not just horrible. So be careful when you throw him to him.
This is going to be tough. Ichiro has another hit. That's how you get 200 hits. I mean, he squares a lot of balls up, but if he hits anything on 2 hops to the left side, he's on. You know, lineup, he didn't speed. He goes Ichiro. There he goes. He takes off. Iannetta's throw is not quite in time. And Ichiro has stolen another base. Here's the 2-2. And this gets away from Iannetta. He doesn't know where it is. Ichiro circles third. Pushes the pause button. Here's the 3-2 to Branyan. He didn't offer at it. Adrian hitting close to 400 his last 20 ball games. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. And we have a tie ball game. Swung on and missed. And Dad goes down swinging.
You can play any sport you want to.
You can't play baseball.
Go back, play basketball. You could wrestle.
No, but I thought he was talking about baseball.
Yeah. Oh.
He was talking about playing college football.
Yeah.
Back up the middle, and it's going to be cut off by Betancourt.
I'm not going to replace that one, so he came back to Seattle.
On the ground to first. Branyan has it, and Hobbs retired. And there's the Rockies' 5th hit. They have very good Saturday night crowd. Runner going, and Stewart is cut down, trying to steal. So Tulowitzki will be leading things off in the 6th inning. Line drive, gloved by Helton, throw it around the infield, 1 out. Here's a comebacker. So on the scoreboard, they're beating Oakland tonight. Maybe they're anticipating runs. They're probably right. Nice play by Tulowitzki. Great inning. This is a bullet. The glove made the stop. And now the out at first. And this is hit in the air to center field. Easy play for Gutierrez.
Players involved in this trade, but as far as we're concerned, this is a pop-up that's going to end the inning. Frazier, you can talk about it. A guy named Rick Sutcliffe and Joe Carter were in that deal. When we come back, maybe you can talk a little bit more about that deal.
If you get a hit here, or you probably see a sacrifice. This ball's a bomb over the center fielder's head. On the ground at Tulowitzki. A flexible pelvis. There's a bunt. That's too good. Ball 4. He leads the club in walks. He leads the club in punch-outs. And now Ichiro in scoring position for Beltre. Ichiro takes off on the ground to short. Tulowitzki throws him out by a couple of steps. Good play by Troy with 4 RBIs in the pinch. This ball bounced toward the hole. It's going to sneak through. And the bunt goes up the third baseline. It's a good one. Beltre makes a quality throw to Lopez. That ball is lined in the gap in right center field. Ichiro trying to track it down, and he does. Tagging up is Smith. He's around third, and he'll stop there. We have seen that this year very recently when Albert Pujols hit a sacrifice fly in which the runner at second base scored. Todd lines it to right, base hit. Help comes through. Rockies lead it 2-1. And Bad Brad's at the plate. Helton off with the pitch. This ball driven high in deep center field. Take a good look. You won't see it. Oh, off the top of the wall. Out of here.
That's all right.
That's all right. Helton's going to score. I'll tell you what, from the reaction of Gutierrez, he thought it was out of here. It'll work just the same. 3-1 Colorado.
Yeah, and another RBI. Give it 46 now for Brad Hopp. On that ball, it was hit and scorched to center field. I think the reason you read it the way Gutierrez did was because it was hit so hard on the Hyundai cam. You'll be able to see this ball out away from Brad with a great extension of the arms.
This 0-1 to Stewart, pulled to first. 3-1. And ball 4. That's not how Manny wanted to start the inning. Griffey goes to first. Jose Lopez coming up. He came within inches of going out of here. And this ball's hit down the left field line and deep. If it's fair, it could be gone. And it is a 2-run home run for Jose Lopez. And now how big was that double by Hopp? Instead of the Rockies trailing, it's a 3-3 game. So Lopez, it's a 2-run home run against Corpus.
And let's see the pitch and where the location. The Hyundai cam will give it to us. 9th home run for Jose Lopez. 38 RBIs now. Now the record will not be broken by Rockies. This ball is driven deep to the right side. Hopp going back at the wall. A pitch made by Hopp up against the screen in right field, where the top to the middle of their orders up. And the game's on the line.
Strike 3.
That they did not do a double switch. Slow to lead off the next inning.
This could be a problem. Low, throws it in the right field. Tulowitzki will head to second base. He had no play, and instead of eating the baseball, George, he compounded the problem by throwing it away.
You know, the double switch is everything else that gets moved.
Bad throw. Safe there. Iannetta drives it to right. Ichiro's got to back up. That'll get the run home. Rockies have a 4-3 lead. Good at bat for Chris Iannetta. High fives at both ends of the dugout. Ball 4.
With the touches before the fingers started to drop, he's walked another one.
Yeah.
Again, there's nobody up in their bullpen.
It's at least a run. Ichiro is not quite as deep as he was last time. This ball to center field. Is it deep enough? Gutierrez and Gonzalez coming to the plate. The throw's on line, but not in time, and it gets kicked away. Everybody's going to move up. Sac fly for Barnes. Rockies have a 2-run lead. Still doing the little things that allow you to win. 5-3 Colorado. Back up the middle, knocked down, kick save, and the out recorded at first. There were 3 errors. Center field, and it's going to die in front of Dexter Fowler. In the air and playable, left field. Gonzalez comes up and makes the catch. Cedeno's not moving, and it's roped in the hole for a base hit. And Cedeno is going to take third. And now the go-ahead run will come up in Beltre, who's 3 for 4.
They're going away again.
They got it. Iannetta held the foul tip. There's the second out.
For me, to run the hard sinker down and away and just see if he'll chase and get it enough in the zone.
He's got him. How about the heater up in the zone?
Yeah, with some late tail and life to it. Severus punches out. A break for the Rockies. They needed his speed on the bases in the 8th. Griffey out, him in. Game over.
Game over, and the Rockies have won 10 consecutive ball games.